Welcome to your daily dose of hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. Today, I want to talk about a concept that I've heard about on one of our clients' podcast. The podcast is called Gals Get Real. I will link to it, but the whole premise of the show, they have a guest that came on that talked about the concept of 4,000 Mondays. Now, this show is going live on a Monday, but it doesn't matter when you listen to it. The concept is that the average lifespan is 77 years. That's 4,000 Mondays. And this kind of just stopped me in my tracks when I think about it, right? That's how many Mondays we have, depending on however old you are, right? Like a chunk of those 4,000 are already over and done with. They're already behind you. But it's nice to remember that we have, fresh starts and a chance to begin again, or the invitation to try or to rest or to grow or to heal. Some of our Mondays show up and they're wrapped up in energy and excitement and we're ready to go. And other Mondays might show up heavy or slow, or maybe when you're just not feeling it. Sometimes we embrace the day and it goes wonderful. And sometimes we just feel like it's a day we have to get through. But every single one carries the same gift, and that's possibility. Hope lives in that space. It doesn't always feel like confidence or certainty. And sometimes, hope is just the decision to get up and to meet the day, even when you're tired or grieving or unsure, or it's about being willing to start over yet again or to keep trying. Hope is the belief that this Monday, even if it looks ordinary, it still belongs to you. It's the day that you get to decide who you're going to be, where you're going to be, how you're going to show up. And when we remember that our Mondays are numbered, I feel like something shifts, right? We can stop postponing things. We can actually kind of see the day for what it is, right? Which is an opportunity to move forward in life. We can become more intentional with our words and with our time, and maybe even become more intentional with things like forgiveness. Maybe just letting some things go that don't really deserve to have our energy anymore. We can take fewer moments for granted. I know I can do that. And we can become a little kinder to ourselves. Hope reminds us that you don't have to wait for a perfect Monday to begin again. So if you're hearing this on a day other than a Monday, that's great news because it doesn't matter. You don't need to have everything figured out to move forward. And you don't need a brand new life or some sort of makeover to make a meaningful change. You just need today. Maybe this is a rebuilding Monday or a resting Monday or a dreaming Monday. Maybe it's the take the small step Monday. All of them count and they all matter. So if today feels heavy, I hope you'll let hope sit beside you. And if it feels quiet, let hope whisper to you. And if today feels full of possibility, lean in, because one day long from now, you're going to look back and realize that this was one of the Mondays that quietly shaped your life. And that is the power of hope. This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.